Hey folks, Brandon here with Route to Adventure, and as you can see, I am not alone. You see, I spent all of 2023 by myself hosting this little YouTube channel, and it's about time we bring some of the other people into this, so it's not just me boring you to death week after week. And actually what we're doing today, we haven't really planned 2024, so we're just kind of brainstorming here, and I'm going to do this with my wife Misty and my son Jeremy. And we're going to we've taken 10 ideas and put them on these 3x5 cards, and we're going to see possibly what we could be doing in 2024. So more than likely when we flip these over, if there's any that kind of are the same amongst us, there's a pretty good chance we might do that this year. Otherwise, it's just kind of a bucket list type of thing. We'll see what each other kind of want to do, and we'll go from there. So you guys,
if we wrote it down on the card, we got to do it no matter what for 2024.
Well, there's only so much vacation time for those of us that have full-time jobs, so we'll have to see about that.
You and I can go, Jer. Okay.
Yeah, I'll pay for them to go travel while I stay here and work. All right,
we'll
so
do the filming.
Yeah.
Deal.
Take some load off of me. Anyway, let's get into that, and let's do it. What's everybody's first idea, Jeremy?
My first idea is the glowworm caves in Dismal Canyon, Alabama.
Ooh, that's a little bit far away, but that's a pretty cool one. I haven't heard of that one. What's in the glowworm cave?
So they put you in the boat, and you just sail down a river in a cave, and the ceiling is covered in glowworms, and it's the only one in the U.S. that I know of. I don't know if there's any more in the U.S. that could be closer.
No,
but yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
It's a cave full of worms.
It's a cave full of worms.
I should clarify. Our list involves places to go, things to do, or experiences to have. So it may range. It may sound like it's a wide range, and it's because it is. And it's just the idea is some of these can be long trips, some of these can be just short weekend or day trips. So we're all over the map here. It's just a brainstorming session. That's kind of what we do. So anyway, you were first one, Misty.
Summit one of the top 10 highest peaks in Utah under the light of a full moon.
So Misty wants us to work. She wants us to get some exercise in. 10 highest peaks. That could be any. Some of the popular ones would be Timpanogos Cave, which is just near us, or
Mount Timpanogos.
Yeah.
The cave isn't quite as high.
Sorry, not the cave. Yeah, she's right.
Kings Peak.
Kings Peak is the highest peak in Utah. That would be the creme de la creme here in Utah, anyway. But that's an interesting one. We can do that. I have also a hike on my first one, and that is a hike to Fishmouth Cave, which is in southern Utah, down by Moab, south of Moab, more close to, I guess, Monticello. But it's a short hike. We drive in the Bronco or Toyota or something, and then we would take this short hike to the cave that has old Native American handprints that they kind of blue dye around and stuff like that. Not blue, it's red, but you get the idea. But that's one of the things I tried to do a couple years ago. I like to try. So. What's your second one?
Certified to scuba dive.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's self-explanatory. What's your second?
I also want to do that, but I did not write them down. My second one is close, though. I put snorkeling. I want more snorkeling opportunities. I would love more scuba opportunities as well. I just need my certification first.
Okay. Well, none of us are certified, and some of us don't like water, so
And some of us do.
I've got water on both sides of me, so this will be interesting. This could be fun. I'm not against it. It's just not my favorite thing.
You never said he was for it.
No, I didn't. I want to photograph Arches National Park in the wintertime, in the snow. That's one that
So tomorrow.
we either have to go like right now. It is snowing outside. First good snowstorm of 2024, because 2023 didn't have one in the winter anyway. I guess last January, but December was nothing for us. And is that your chair, or Watson?
That was my chair.
Okay.
I got the
If you hear a squeaky dog, it might not be a dog. It might be Jeremy's chair.
Yeah, I move a lot.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I would like to do that. I have a couple of these in here that are photography related because I've kind of touched on it before in the past. I do like to play photographer on the weekends. That's something I definitely want to do. My third one is a spring or fall Grand Teton Yellowstone photography trip. I definitely want to hit the Tetons for fall. Oh,
I also have Yellowstone on my list.
sweet.
That means it's a go, right?
It's a closer to a go for sure.
So I did think of that, but I had a feeling it would be coming up. So
But mine includes Bear World on the way.
Yours does have Bear World. I want to go find the bears not in a cage, but hey, that's cool.
Both.
I do want to hit the Grand Tetons in the fall. That's my bucket list, to take pictures up there with the fall colors.
Mm.
But I also want to go up there in the springtime because they've got, the young animals coming out. They're fairly active, and from what I hear, it's not quite as packed. It's obviously before summer break. People are still deep in school or what have you. So it's supposed to be a pretty good time of year to go. I haven't been there in the spring, so I don't know. We have been there in the fall. We did attempt to make a Yellowstone or a Teton photo trip that didn't work out, so I do want to try and do that again. Jeremy, what was your next one?
So my third one is Omega Mart in Las Vegas.
I also have that one.
Yeah, it's
That means
kind,
it's a go, right?
it's kind of a really weird museum.
I have seen YouTube videos of the Omega Mart. There's a lot of random. Yeah, it's weird, but I guess it's worth checking
So it
out
makes it
for sure.
fun.
I haven't been there, so why not?
But while we're there, there's also like the Neon Light Museum,
Oh yeah.
And
Well, I go to the Mob Museum.
the Mob Museum.
I want to go to the Shelby Museum. I mean, car guys over here. Let's go.
Is that where the Hershey Museum is, or what's there?
There's a store, an M&M
Well,
store, not Hershey's store.
It's not.
We have to go to
It's not a
Pennsylvania.
museum.
Ooh, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
That would be fun. We can do that one again.
I thought it was a museum,
Didn't
not
make
just
the
a
list.
store.
Didn't make the list. Okay. So we had your next one. Go ahead and share what your fourth one would be.
I want to bet on horses and a big floppy hat.
Wow.
Specifically floppy.
Kentucky Derby, here we come.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Or
Wyoming
Wyoming
Downs.
Downs.
Yeah, it's just right up a couple hours away. So gotta buy your big hat.
I'm good with either as long as I have a floppy hat too.
Okay,
Okay,
it's a cowboy hat for you.
Oh,
big floppy cowboy hat, like the foam ones.
There you go.
can at least be one of the giant tall ones so
Yeah,
no
you
one
want
can
a
see
big
over
10-gallon
me.
hat
Yeah.
for sure. We'll
Yeah.
buy the biggest hat ever. What's your next one?
Catch and eat my own fish.
Ooh, fishing trip. That's a good one. Fly fishing or real
Could-
fishing?
It could be fly fishing.
You're out of your aquarium.
And that's illegal.
Done and done. Caught him, fry him up.
Yeah, so it can eat as long as you don't get caught. But I was just picturing like just normal fishing, like as you would cast a line. We can do fly fishing. I have nothing against that, but
Like a camp trip.
my goal is to catch a fish, cook it, and eat it.
Fair. That's pretty cool. All right. My next one is to explore the San Rafael Swell a little bit more. There's a lot of roads down there that we haven't been to, and I definitely want to do that as part of, I think, one of the early things that we've talked about is maybe doing a series on the Lost Trails guidebook that the Blue Ribbon Coalition come out with last year. And this second volume just came out a few months ago. We've talked about that on this channel before, but that first guidebook, there's a lot of trails in the San Rafael area, and I would like to get down there and explore that. And a lot of those can be a day trip too.
Mm-hmm.
What's your next one? Oh, I see it.
Boston. A lot of cool history in Boston. I could spend some time there.
That would be a great
I
trip.
want to throw tea.
That would be a great trip. I love history trips. We did a Gettysburg trip that I hope to bring to you guys one of these days when I get in the right mindset to put that one together. Awesome. I would love to do Boston for sure. I do not have that on my list, but what's your next one?
I would like to take a ghost tour.
Oh, here we go.
Mm.
I'll do that. I'll do that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we could do that here. We can do that almost anywhere. We did that in Virginia City, Nevada, when we went to the old Washoe Club. That was kind of fun.
It's fun.
There's locations near us where we not only do tours, but we can hunt too.
Oh yeah,
You just have to not sleep.
I guess so.
Not sleep. Then.
Oh, where are we?
I think it's you.
Me again? I want to follow the Donner Party Trail from Wyoming to Nevada. So it's the main section of Utah. For those of you that know your history, the Donner Party obviously was a company of folks moving from east to California back in 1846, and didn't end well for those folks, and the majority of their hardship actually came through Utah. So we've traveled this trail before, but I would like to actually get up there. We did the trip during COVID, in the heart of it. It was May of 2020 when we did it. And I did film it, but I didn't do a very good job of it, so I'd like to redo that to share with you guys. But I want to go all the way up to Fort Bridger, and actually a little bit beyond that a little ways, just to start and travel it through mile by mile. There's a guidebook that we'll get into that later, because this is a trip that I will do whether it's in 2024 or 2025. This is going to happen, so we'll share all those details with you when that does happen, but that is high on my list to do. What do you got?
You're not going to be happy with
Oh
it.
boy.
Alaska.
Oh, Alaska. Now there's,
I super want to see Alaska.
it's not that I'm not happy about that. I love Alaska. We've taken 2 cruises to Alaska. I absolutely love Alaska. It is just very difficult and expensive to get to. Yes, I would enjoy going to Alaska, but it did not make my list for this top 10 list. But anyway.
There's Watson.
Shh, shh. Someone's got his attention. Jeremy, what's next?
I'd like to shoot some targets.
Oh, well, that's easy. We can do that very easily. So we'll go target shooting. No problem. I like it.
Try out my revolver.
Fair enough. What's your next one?
Pando.
Oh, Pando. Why didn't I think of Pando? Pando is the largest living organism on the planet, and it happens to be down in Richfield, Utah. I've been very, very close to it. We almost went there back during the Paiute ATV Jamboree when we were down there. The Rocky Mountain ATV Jamboree. I did not go to the Paiute. We were running the Paiute trails. We're very close. And it doesn't sound all that exciting because it's just a grove of trees, but it's one organism. I want to see that. So I can't believe I didn't put it on my list. What's your next one?
The International Spy Museum in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yes.
I don't know
That's fun.
much about it, but it's about spies. Spies are cool.
We might
These
need new chairs.
They never get used. Yeah,
That
I
sounds
would
awesome.
do that, absolutely. There's a ton of museums. When we did do that Gettysburg trip I was talking about, we did go to Washington, D.C. for one day.
One day is not enough.
And it's not enough. We ran our butts up. I think we hiked around about 9 miles that day, hiked in the mall, and went to Arlington Cemetery for like 10 minutes. That wasn't long enough. So we do need to do another trip back there. And I would definitely hit that, as well as there's a aviation museum there that I would really like to hit in the mall as well. So my next one would be Lehman's Cave and Great Basin National Park. It's been a while since we've been there, and it's just kind of, I think it's because of its location. It's really desolate. There's not much there, which, I mean, most national parks are, but I don't think that the Great Basin actually gets a whole lot of visitors. We did that years ago, and I think it's time to go back.
That sounds like a blast.
Go ahead.
Nothing I have is going to make you happy. Super Mario World, Universal Hollywood with a little bit of Disney.
Okay. I'm not against it. We do theme parks. But yeah, I think we can fit that in, because I have a feeling somebody else has got that on their list too.
Well, I didn't write it down.
Oh, I didn't write it down.
I really want to go to Mario World, but I did not write it down.
It would be fun. And if I could get past the long lines, I might do a little bit of Disney. We'll see. What was your next one?
Alcatraz Island.
Ooh. I've always wanted to go there. Have not been anywhere near. Well, I take that back. A work trip did take me up to Northern California. I think I saw it from the plane, but I could do Alcatraz. You could actually do 2 birds with 1 stone if you can do a haunted tour there or something. Maybe. And I've got Visit Four Corners on here. We've been trying to get to Four Corners forever. And again, we tried to do that in 2020, and like 2 weeks before we were going to go do it, they shut it all down again for COVID, so we didn't get to go. But we made the best of it and went to Hove and Weep areas in the vicinity, but never made it quite down to Four Corners, so that is definitely one that I want to make sure we hit. Why do I feel like I've got one more than you guys? But have we been talking too much? I've got 3 left.
I got 2.
I got 1.
Well, let me jump in here then. I want to do some ghost town exploration in Utah ghost towns. They range from nothing there but a dirt lot to some full structures, so I would like to go do some of that, get a little bit of Utah history in, and I think those are fun, so I would like to do some of those. And for us, it's easy to do in a day, usually on some of those. So some of them are a little bit further. We can go down to south end of the state by St. George and stuff, and see some things down there and make a weekend out of it. But a lot of these we could do, in and out a day. What's your next one?
Homestead Crater. It's a place to go swimming, diving.
This is up near Park City. It's actually in Midway. Just to give you an idea, it's closer to Park City to give you guys an idea if you're not from the area here, obviously. But
and when it's warm, when it's cold outside, that is such a good idea.
That is, and that's something where you and I can.
We can dive in it.
We can get our certifications completed there.
They call it crater, but it's actually more of a dome, right? I mean, it's like a dirt dome that's got geothermal water in it. We dumped in there once. It was cool. We do that.
Yeah.
So you're down to 1. Let me catch up then, because apparently I talked too much or too little this time. Bryce Canyon National Park.
What season?
I don't even care.
I love Bryce Canyon in the winter with the snow on the red rocks.
It's really cool.
Love it.
Makes hiking harder if you don't have the right equipment.
You should get some crampons.
We went down there again. I don't know why everything keeps coming back to 2020. We went to the 2 of us went down 2020 in the wintertime so I could take some photos. And it wasn't a huge snow year, but it was enough. It was fun. But the trails are going to be covered with snow, so we'd have to get some crampons or some sort of traction devices for our boots and everything. But I would absolutely love to do that. So I'm game. All right. So for our last one, where are you at?
Get sand on my toes on a beach in the Caribbean.
Ooh, interesting. We might make that happen. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'm interested in beaches.
You are.
What's yours?
My last one is Louisville Mega Cavern. It's a giant cave, lots of bridges, zip lines. Get lost, explore.
No, I haven't heard of that one either.
It's a giant cave.
I get that.
Is it one of their limestone cave systems where you can I think I've seen that one before, and you can go in clear bottom boats and there's fish. I want to say it's like trout or something very common, but they've been in the cave so long that they're albino and they
I haven't seen any water images in it.
Maybe I'm thinking of something near that, but not the same one. We'll tie that into your trip. We'll make it
We'll figure that out. We'll take a look.
When we're there, we'll see the
Worth
baseball
a
museum.
look.
The Louisville Slugger
Oh, it
Museum.
sounds cool to me. Oh, I'd do that. That for sure.
I've seen very little on it, but it sounds really cool, especially zip lines.
You know what? Isn't that fairly close to Churchill Downs?
Oh. There's the making of a trip right here, right? Live on TV. My last one was a late idea. With recent events happening, we were trying to plan some trips for the spring, and I want to go to another NASCAR race. I've been to NASCAR races before, but I enjoy them. So I need to get a little redneck into everybody else. So that would be my last one, is to go to one of those. And there's, obviously we go to Vegas, but there's other places I would like to go. In fact, maybe 2025 I go to Daytona for the first time. I don't know. We'll see. That's another year away. But that would be something that I would want to do. So we only got a couple of these that were the same. Yellowstone being one of them, and U2 at the Omega Mart, which is not a surprise to me. They've been talking about doing that for a while, so I think we could probably do that. And I don't know, it's interesting. But
I'm actually surprised we didn't duplicate more.
Well, I tried to vary. Like, I know what we've been talking about recently too, so I was like, nah, I better not write that down. I better.
To give us more options.
Yeah.
well, there's so many places that we could go, and we have a huge country to go see, and can't obviously do it all in one trip. If we were full-time RVers, I guess we could do a lot more, but we're not. We got a day job to worry about.
I think we should.
Someday, maybe. Someday. I'm a little tied up for what I'm doing right now. We'll put a pin in that discussion for a little bit longer. But anyway, we had fun playing this game. This gives us some good ideas to go move forward with. So maybe you'll see some of these in 2024 as we cover these areas. And I'm glad you guys stopped by. Please, if you like this in this format, and my other family members here, please comment below. Let us know if you want to see us do more of this kind of thing. Obviously, we cannot travel all the time, so we can't always cover awesome places because we can't get to them fast. As much as we'd love to, we just can't do it. So if you like these kind of things and we can talk about different topics, please let us know, and we'll continue to do these and throw these out once more. And if I can convince these guys to come on camera more with me, we'll definitely get them involved here, so it's not just my pretty face. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out our social media on Instagram, Facebook, and X. And until we see you again, have a great, safe week, folks. We'll see you.
See you later.
See ya.